During the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem.
This tense moment happening today at the White House. The leaders were supposed to sign a deal to grant the U.S. access to some of Ukraine's rare earth minerals as a reimbursement for American military aid, but it did not have the security guarantees Zelenskyy wanted to deter Russian President Vladimir Putin. Matthew Schmidt is an associate professor of Homeland and National Security and International Affairs, and he spoke more on this argument and what it means for us.
I can't think of a moment in history where leaders did that. It was just shocking. That's my response at first. My second response was deeply worrying about what it meant for Ukraine and the immediate question of peace. But also for the long term, for the rest of us and the structure of security in the world.
Here in Connecticut, the local Ukrainian community is in shock over the president's conversation. So let's send it out to Fox 61's Stefan Reels. He's at the state capitol with more on that local reaction. Stefan.
It was less than a week ago, actually, when we were covering a rally that happened at the state capitol, where hundreds of people showed up just to show their support to the Ukrainian community. Now, less than a week later, there's a whole new set of emotions to go through.
You're at risk everywhere in the country.
It's the concern that has plagued Mark Melnick for the past 3 years. As a first-generation American, Melnick still has family back in Ukraine. And while they are in the western portion of the country, a tenseness still remains for what could come.
We Ukrainians just want to be free. We don't want to be part of a reconstituted Soviet Union of any kind.
Last Saturday, his family stood outside the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., alongside thousands of people across the country wanting to show their support for the Ukrainian community. But on Friday, he says he's frustrated and disappointed of what's transpired at the White House.
Between the president and the vice president, there seemed to be just a concerted effort to start aggressively attacking President Zelenskyy.
This has never happened before, ever in American history. The only thing we've seen comparable to this was when President Reagan told President Gorbachev, take down this wall, and he said that very politely.
Alexander Kuzma with the Ukrainian Catholic University Foundation also sounding off Friday, now calling on the leader of the free world to do more to hold Putin accountable and do more to help with the reconstruction of Ukraine.
Zelenskyy did say that he wanted Trump to be a mediator and be on Ukraine's side throughout all this. Do you really see that path forward now?
It certainly has hurt the situation. I think it's going to be much tougher for President Trump to pivot and to shift his position.
Now, since his heated exchange with President Trump, a lot of people have been rushing to the side of President Zelenskyy, who actually shared his thoughts following the interaction on social media, saying on X, quote, "Thank you, America. Thank you for your support. Thank you for this visit. Thank you, President of the United States, Congress, and the American people. Ukraine needs just and lasting peace, and we are working for exactly that," end quote. Still, a lot of eyes are going to be on what will happen next for Ukraine, especially since President Zelenskyy did not sign off on President Trump's mineral deal before leaving the White House. But for now, in Hartford, Stefan Reels, Fox 61.